Hello, I'm Hope White and I want to be a stand-up comedian when I'm older. My friends told me that would be the funniest joke I'm about to tell, so I'm afraid you'll just have to tell me. I'm going to do a little, well, not really stand-up routine because I'm sitting down in my very lovely blue bedroom, but this is not going to be my own introduction. There's no way to start telling jokes, so just let me go with it. The other day I was sitting in class, as you do when you're a student, and this girl walked in and I swear she didn't know where she was meant to be. She was wearing gladiator shoes, which I've, to be fair, never really fully understood. I never watched Russell Crowe in Gladiator and thought that's how I'd like to look. But I was watching her anyway because she looked a bit hideous, if I'm honest, and she sat down. She started shivering that she was cold, and I'm thinking, well, you're wearing a t-shirt and gladiator sandals. I'd call her t-shirt a dress, but I think that would just kind of be giving prostitutes a bad name because even they managed to dress better than she did. She came and she sat down and she started shivering and being cold. And as it was time to leave, she put on a coat, a scarf, hat, gloves, and still complained she was cold. She's in England in winter. Of course she's going to be cold. She's like half of her dressed for Ibiza and the other half dressed for Greenland. You just don't do that, and then you don't complain about cold. I mean, it was a fashion disaster, if I could ever say there was one. But worse than that, it wasn't even like self-expression like fashion is supposed to be. It was more like self-harm. No one would ever do that to themselves in England in winter unless they wanted to permanently harm themselves. So next time you decide that you want to do something cool and fashionable, just think, is your life really worth it? Because if you wear that really, really short skirt or that really, really low cut top, chances are you're just going to look like an idiot and a bit of a slag. And, I mean, that really annoys me, but what also annoys me is the opticians. This may seem stupid, because the opticians is a very, very clever man or woman, and so was mine. And I usually enjoy it, and I have done since I was a very young age. I go in, I sit down on my lovely big chair, and he starts pointing out all the letters, and I'm really, really crap at picking them. And I wonder if I should be behind the wheel of a car, because I'm probably going to drive into someone if I can't see the second line, but I've got a really bad eye. And then he brings out the machine. You may think that dramatisation was a bit too much, but no, it is the machine of death. You go in, fine, you point out all your letters, and then you sit on that chair, and he brings out the machine. At first, there's this little thing, and you have to look at this dot, and all these squiggly lines come up, and you have to click this little button. This seems really, really simple. It is not. I have a very, very avid imagination, and my mind wanders everywhere. While sitting on this chair, I start thinking about sunglasses. I'm in the opticians. I should be thinking about actual glasses, but no, sunglasses is what I'm thinking of. As I think about sunglasses, all these little buttons start coming up, these little lines, and I'm meant to click this button that buzzes. I'm thinking about sunglasses, and then I see a squiggly line, and I think, shit, I'm meant to have clicked the button. Shit, can I click the, oh god, I've got to click the button, oh fuck, it's been 5 seconds now, and if I click it, I'm going to look like I'm seeing things rather than not seeing things. So, oh shit, I've just missed another one, and it will go on like this until at the end I've got like about 4 lines, and I've clicked the button like 25 times to make up for my lack of clicking the button. So instead of not seeing lines, I'm making up lines wherever I can, and I think this is not a very good idea. And the chances are they're going to think I'm blind or a little bit insane, but that's how I do it. This machine was definitely not the worst one. There's one where it tries to blind you with a light, and then when your eyes water, it said the water's in the way. Again, not my fault, so we have to redo that. But then there's the worst of the worst. It gets out the puff machine. It blows a little puff of air, apparently. Gentle puff. Gentle puff. There is no such thing. You have like when someone's huffing and puffing and panting. It is a hard puff. When the wolf blew down the straw house, it was a hard puff. You don't have a gentle puff. Then it would just be a little blow of wind, a little gasp. It is not a puff. You cannot have big, gentle puffs of air. So there he was. So he called gentle puffing air into my eye. So we sit there for about 10 minutes while I flinch and blink and have a bit of an attack. And then he keeps saying that he hasn't got a photo of my eye. I mean, so he's like, we're just going to teach you what it's like. Put your hand in the way. Put my hand in the way. Oh yeah, it's like my skin has melted off my hand. It hurt that much. So there, put your eye in it, and he puts it in a voice-like saw machine from the film. And this is not meant, doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel worse. I'm like trapped in this machine. I'm flinching and blinking away. And then when he finally takes a photo of my eye, I go, is that it then? Can I just like go away because I'm starting to look like a real moron? He goes, no, that wasn't the eye I was meant to be taking a photo of. That was a practice eye. So we just spent 20 minutes trying to take a photo of one eye to realise it's not even the right one. So I locked my second eye in, put it there. 10 minutes later, still no picture of my eye. When I tell him, is it really, really necessary? He told me, no, it's just something we do. So I've just sat there for 20 minutes getting gentle puffs in my eye for it to not even be completely necessary. I think opticians are there to be a little torture. I think they're sadistic, and in their spare time, they have dominatrixes. Or the ones themselves, because it's not a very nice job, and I think I may hate them more than tax collectors. or the people that everyone else hates that give little tickets on cars. I don't like opticians and I refuse to go again. And now I'm above the age of 18. I'm not paying for that kind of torture unless I'm paying a woman to do it to me in my spare time with a little bit of a whip. That's all I've got to say about that.